greatest digital asset ever created. I'm so glad I accumulated before the space got saturated. XRP the greatest digital asset ever created. Make the haters aggravated, get the spaceship activated. XRP the greatest digital asset ever created. I'm so glad I accumulated before the space got...
What's goody, everybody? Welcome back to the channel where you get your crypto news. I'm back by popular demand, baby. How y'all feeling out there? How y'all feeling? Hope y'all feeling great, as am I. I'm going to just talk about a little bit briefly about this JF Kennedy, shocking news that came out. Is it really shocking? Has the American people really not knew what was going on? But hey, some people might be living under a rock. I'm not too sure. But I'm not going to show the video, but they did drop like files that just came out on JF Kennedy assassination. Listen to this really quick. It's like a 9-second clip. If I can play it.
The American people will have their hands on these documents, and there will be a story to tell. I won't preview that story, but let me tell you, the American people are truly going to be shocked at what they see. The American people will have their...
Will we really be shocked at what we see? I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments. I'm not shocked, but yeah. Okay, so I want to get into some old news that I've showed a couple years ago, and I have a new subscriber, so make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. XRP is set to overtake Swift. Swift is valued in the trillions, and even Swift acknowledged this fact. All right, so listen up to this little bit. I think it's a minute. I'm not gonna play too long of it because pretty much they're just saying how Swift has $50 trillion every day being transferred, and how XRP, only 50 billion XRP, that's only 10% of Swift's daily percentage. So listen to this.
Swift is the preeminent messaging system for the financial industry, which covers, say, payments, FX, trade, in terms of securities, etc., NOSTA reconciliations, etc. What we're looking with the crypto, though, is where Swift would have a store and forward system for most of its payment transactions, where you need service level agreements that in a certain time I will do something, but payment turns up at a certain time during the day. Here we're looking at the new network styles, which allow instant, real-time movement of the funds and visibility of those funds as well. So we would not have a situation where banks need to come back to you and say, have my funds arrived? It's 3 days later. I need to find out or find query messages moving around the network.
All right, so I don't want to get too much in there. I have a lot of information to get through, but XRP is going to have all the money. Breaking, it says $1.4 trillion in assets under management. Pretty much Franklin files XRP ETF. So big investment companies are getting into this space, man. We're looking for that regulatory clarity. And hey, don't wait till it happens. Okay, this is an amazing video. When I find the entire video for you guys, I'm going to play it again and give you the link. So pretty much how billionaires manipulate crypto and also every other market. This is happening in crypto now. This is trying to drive the price of Bitcoin down into the 60K range so they can buy it all up and take control of Michael Saylor's MicroStrategy stock. Okay, so this is probably being reposted because it says March the 10th, 2025. However, this video has been out years ago. I've been in this space for a long time. This is an old clip from years ago. I played it before. I played the entire video. However, I cannot find it right now at the second. It's only going to show you 45 seconds of it. But this is like a 10-minute video. I really want to find this next episode, and you guys can take a look at the entire thing on your own personal time. But this is a great video to watch. I'm going to play a little bit of this video here, and he pretty much reveals how billionaires are manipulating crypto, stocks, any company or any industry you can think of. They manipulate everything so they can be able to purchase at a cheaper price. Listen to this.
On September 12th, Jamie Dimon says Bitcoin is a fraud. He says he'll fire any one of his traders buying Bitcoin. Bitcoin drops 24%. When Jamie Dimon speaks, people listen. So that weekend, we found out that the largest buyer of a Bitcoin fund that's in Europe that buys physical Bitcoin, right? The largest buyer was Morgan Stanley and JP Morgan. And that's not illegal. He says it's a fraud. It says you fire anyone that buys it. Yes.
And at the same time, his company is buying it.
His company is buying it.
It's just, I mean, so unethical.
On September 12th.
So, long story short, I'll find the video, guys. These bigwig CEOs of companies are telling us and their employees not to purchase particular stocks or not to purchase particular crypto coins. They will get fired, right? And long story short, they're buying them as they're telling them not to buy them. Like, come on, man. Hey, that's the way of the world. But you gotta know. If you don't know, now you know. So listen, this is Brad Garlinghouse on Bloomberg. Listen to
Ripple
Brad.
CEO Brad Garlinghouse. He joins us right now. And you know, David, some say Ripple could be the next Bitcoin. What do you think, Brad? Is that a compliment that Ripple could be the next Bitcoin?
Well, I think if we're solving a real problem and it's at scale, then I think it's a compliment. I think the most important thing that is going on in crypto is understanding what is real and what is just hype. Some, I think, may look back on Bitcoin and find that it was the Napster of digital assets. What I mean by that is Napster was the first to digitize music and demonstrate, hey, if you digitize music, you can do a lot of cool things with that. But ultimately, they were circumventing trademark laws, they were circumventing royalty payments, and government stepped in, and Napster was not successful. But Spotify, iTunes, Pandora, they were very successful. I think what you'll find is that maybe the next generation of digital assets ends up solving some of the original problems that Bitcoin set out to solve.
So Ripple
And that's all I
next.
wanted to play. This is pretty old as well, but these are some new subscribers that I have to the channel, so I want them, I want you guys to see some things that Brad Garlinghouse was speaking about prior to the SEC lawsuit. People need to understand what's real and what's hype, and Brad Garlinghouse pretty much said it right here on Bloomberg that you guys, XRP is real. And we're going to be taking over a space where the banking industry is going to be disrupted, So yeah, do a lot more research. Don't just listen to me. I'm just a girl on crypto, been in it for a long time, but I'm also on YouTube and I do my own research as well. Don't listen to what people just are explaining to you. All right, Ripple is still the same mission in 2014. So this is an old clip of I don't want to butcher his name, but he works at Ripple, has over 30 years of experience in banking and payment technology. He's talking about the future of payments at Ripple.
I work for a company called Ripple, which is probably one of the pioneers in the space of distributed ledger technology. The focus for Ripple is to create what we call the Internet of Value, which is how do we make it as easy, as fast, as cheap to move value around the world as we can move information today. So our focus initially is on cross-border payments because we think that's where there is the most friction. We have to date signed up close to 200 institutions around the world, many of them from this part of the world. So we think there is a requirement to build a new set of infrastructure to be able to support this kind of a digital economy. Blockchain or distributed ledgers came up a few years ago and were touted as the solution to all of our problems. We have developed the interledger protocol, which will ultimately allow a ledger in country A to talk to a ledger in country B without having to be on the same platform. This, we think, is going to solve for the Internet of Value. We are also building a basis for smart contracts, which can be built to support applications. And the XRP ledger, which is the public ledger,
all right, I don't want to play this too long because it's starting with the music, but make sure you guys are getting your tickets to Vegas. We will be in Vegas May the 30th through the 31st. They are having a Bitcoin summit, I believe, 3 or 4 days prior. And then is an XRP conference that everyone will be attending. So make sure you get your tickets. It's definitely going to be fire. Also, I believe this is... It says LMAX digital clients can now access Ripple USD. I guess it's a stable coin. Ripple and or LMAX Digital have partnered up for like DeFi and things like that. So definitely a lot of new companies are, you know, partnering with Ripple. I also wanted to leave you guys with this little small clip. I'm not a gatekeeper, but definitely if you want to look for more YouTube channels to, you know, review and definitely, you know, research on your own. This is Darren Moore Jr. He does a lot of great clips. I'm going to end the video with this, and I'll see you guys later. Peace!
So here, the cross-border dimension is certainly also affected, and it's something that we seem to talk less about, but I'm glad that also it was brought up before. We do see signs of fragmentation also in cross-border payments when we zoom in on bank intermediated payments, which is basically the bulk of global cross-border payments. And we see these signs of fragmentation since the global financial crisis, so it's not a new thing. It has been related to banks slimming their correspondent bank networks because of more concerns of, for instance, AML, KYC concerns. And we have also seen increasing concerns about sanctions. So banks have reduced their correspondent bank networks, and that is very much related to countries that are deemed risky and maybe not worth serving.
All right, make sure you guys like, subscribe to the channel. I'm out. Peace!